You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, we're going to talk about Tom Brady, the former Patriots quarterback, Buccaneers quarterback, and, of course, my pick for the greatest NFL player of all time. You may differ. It may be Lawrence Taylor to you or somebody else. Some might say, I don't know, Peyton Manning or some. I don't know who. I haven't looked at that. Like, Joe Montana would be my second. My clear-cut's number 2. Lawrence Taylor probably number 3. Jim Brown would be in there somewhere. Anyway, you get the point. On and on. So, because we got a lot of Patriots subscribers, we got a lot of Buccaneers subscribers on this team, and something we've covered in the past, right, wrong, or indifferent, is Tom Brady's divorce. Last year, it was a big deal because it pretty clearly did a number on him during the Buccaneers season. I originally thought it was going to be the reason he would opt to come back one more year because he had the divorce behind him, and it would sort of clear the way emotionally and psychologically for him to just steam forward playing football. And, well, we found out later on, I did this video about maybe 6 weeks ago, we found out that Brady intended to come back and play for the Raiders and Josh McDaniels. And then he changed his mind abruptly, and we still don't know why exactly. Well, Tom Brady has put out a message on his social media, and it very much implies that Gisele cheated on him. I mean, I don't even know how else to read it, really. Maybe there is another way of reading it. You can tell me in the comments section. This is her and her jiu-jitsu instructor. I think his name is, let me look here, Joaquim Valente, and there he is and her back in Costa Rica. This was back, they were walking together. This was in March of this year. So a lot of people feel like something was going on there. That's a guy that was around Tom and Gisele while they were married, and a lot of people believe that somehow, some way, some involvement with that guy may have caused a fracture in the marriage. Well, man, look, if Tom Brady doesn't want people to think that, maybe he shouldn't have dropped this, because nonetheless, he did. This is Breitbart. Super Bowl winning quarterback Tom Brady has raised eyebrows with a strange post on Instagram about, quote, lying, cheating heart that he has thus far left unexplained. I would assume he will get asked about this on his Let's Go podcast next week. Although Jim Gray, I think, has a pretty good idea what to avoid on there. On Tuesday, the former New England Patriots star posted a long quote from Muhammad Ali, whose comments about South Africa and against apartheid were delivered before the United Nations in 1978, Fox News reported. Brady also chose a cryptic title for the Instagram post, writing, quote, "Be proud of the man in the glass." Very interesting. Quote, "The personality of a person, the ways of a person, his thoughts, his deeds, his actions are all based around his heart. For what is a man? A man is his heart." Ali quote, the Ali quote was on Brady's Instagram, and it reads that, quote, "A lying, cheating heart means a lying, cheating man. A loving, merciful heart means a loving, merciful man. A living heart means a living man. A dead heart means a dead man." Technically speaking, I'm not sure where any of that's incorrect. Regardless to a man's title, regardless to a man's rank, wealth, or position, if the heart is not great, then he cannot be great. But if the heart is great, that man remains great under all circumstances, rich or poor, large or small, for it is the heart that makes one large or small. The post, which comes almost a week before Christmas, was not explained. But Brady has written in other posts about how he is struggling to cope with separation from his children since 2022 divorce from his model wife, Gisele Bundchen. Quote, and I think myself and their mom have done an amazing job of providing that, and I think that we're just going to keep doing it. We're never a finished product. The kids aren't finished products. At the end of the day, we're learning along with them. All you can do is the best you can do with the opportunities you have and the challenges you have, and we all have unique challenges to our life that we deal with. I mean, it's an interesting post, and I went and looked, and yeah, I mean, it strangely has lying, cheating hard on it, and I found that odd. It is very odd, and of course, it sparked a lot of speculation. I did a video just a little while ago about, he's involved in all kinds of sports organizations now. One of them, he's close to Mark Davis. He owns part of the Las Vegas Aces. Why you would want to buy into a WNBA team, I don't know. But it's a WNBA team nonetheless that's owned by Mark Davis. And they're pretty tight, and Mark Davis is, word has it, creating a football czar position. It's a new position, and it's going to be somebody that seems to, I'm not going to say answers to anybody, but the implication would be that it would answer to either Mark Davis himself, be a liaison between Davis and the GM, and that could cause a lot of football complications. But even in that article that came out of on Raiders Beat, it was talking about that sounds an awful lot like a position that would be for Tom Brady. Somebody that obviously knows football inside and out and has a tight relationship with Mark Davis. Could be anybody. Could be anybody. And I still wonder if Tom Brady has got to come back in him at some point. But there's been plenty of opportunities this season, unless he has told himself, if I do come back, it's not going to be in season. I'm going to start the season with a team, go through training camp, blah, blah, blah. I believe he's done. Okay? For the longest time, I didn't. And then once we got to training camp and nothing was coming out, I was like, okay, Tom Brady's done now. So, anyway, it's very interesting that he chose that amidst all the speculation that there was that their marriage ended over a potential cheating situation, and not only the drama that comes with divorce, and I've had one. Actually, I've had a couple, if I'm being real here. And look, it saps a lot out of you emotionally. It just drains you. And he looked drained during the season last year. And I don't know. You got to wonder what really happened. Maybe none of us will ever know. I would have thought he wouldn't have put something like this out, because it's hard to interpret it any other way, I think, than implying that, well, your ex-wife ran around on you. And even worse, it was somebody that was tight with the family. Which I think sometimes happens unless somebody works with somebody else. You know how all that works. So we're all real here. So interesting. Tell me what you think. Is Tom Brady calling his ex-wife a no good, rotten, cheating bee? I don't know that he's exactly saying that, but yikes. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.